I just did the math, and unfortunately August has been a very small media month. However, what I will say is that the quality of all the media that I did love was high. You'll see what I mean. If you're new here, every month I go through my favorite movies, shows, music, books, sometimes other things like games, if I've been playing new ones. I'm a massive creature of habit, so usually, like, as you'll see, because I'm going to mention it, the shows I watch are the same, the YouTubers I watch are the same, I listen to the same music. Like, if I love a new song, that song at the moment will be on repeat for the next 6 months. So like, it makes sense. Also, are we loving the unibrow? I am. She's getting threaded tomorrow, but I'm loving her. So we'll start with movies. I don't even want to talk about Wicked. I hated that shit so bad. It was so bad. It's okay. This is media faves, so we're going to talk about the Phoenician Scheme. I was pleasantly surprised by this film. The reason I say that, as a dedicated Wes Anderson girly who has every collectible book ever and gets sent the arcs for them because that's how many I collect, seriously. The last few films have not been his best. I will say, I think that since Isle of Dogs, his movies have not been great. But I think The Phoenician Scheme is his best movie since Isle of Dogs. Hello. Oh. So I think that was the only film I watched this month that I liked. Again, I say this in all my videos every month, but I need to watch more movies. I'm literally a film grad. It's literally what I got my degree in. But because I'm going to LA, I'll be in LA when this is out, which is exciting. My baby cousin, who's just started uni as well to study film, he's watching movies all the time, and he's literally messaged me like, we're gonna go see 1,000,000 films. So I'm prepared to have some like good ass films next month's video. Shows is a hard one because I watched like 3 different shows yesterday and they're just all true crime. Like, they really are just true crime. I think, yes, I wouldn't say, the thing is like, I'm not like obsessed with these shows, but these are like the best shows I watched throughout the month, just quality wise, storytelling wise. I think the ones that I watched were Conversations with a Killer, Son of Sam. I've watched every Conversations with a Killer. Cold Case, the Tylenol case. Again, I've watched every Cold Case. And Amy Bradley is Missing. The first 2 are kind of my favourite. I do love every Cold Case that they put out, and I love every Conversation with a Killer that they put out. It's like, it's not like a series, it's hard to explain, but it's like the same people basically making documentaries on different stories, but they are all kind of under a series name, but they're all separate on Netflix. Like, if you look up Cold Case, they're not under one name, they're all under different, you know what I mean. So anyways, Cold Case and Conversations with a Killer, they're legendary. They just are, they're really good. I love my true crime. Music, very little this month, which is, it's my fault because I've been listening non-stop to Imagine Dragons. Since I saw them live the day before my birthday, a month ago exactly actually, as of filming this, I have not been able to stop. I love them so deeply. So it's literally just been Imagine Dragons, and one more band. Can we guess? Drum roll please. That was no pun intended. 21 Pilots, of course, who I have a tattoo for. Ignore my jeans in the background, I'm literally packing to leave. Yeah, so 21 Pilots released Drum Show, which is just incredible. I'm so impressed, relieved. I feel like I'm one of very few fans that will out loud say I hated Scaled and Icy. Like, there was one song on that album that I liked, but since then they have done nothing but create good music. But I was like, 2 albums in under 2 years is crazy. How good is this gonna be, especially when they said it was gonna be like a mix between their earlier albums, which are my faves. So I was shitting myself, and obviously the album isn't out just yet, but Drum Show is just insane. I love this band. I will die for this band. Like, when I listen to this song, I'm like, I don't feel bad for not listening to another single new song. This is the only song I need to listen to for the next 6 months in a row. Not to mention that I will be in LA during the album listening party in LA, which I will be going to, so that's very exciting. And Drum Show and The Contract are just amazing, so I have high hopes. I have high hopes. Finally, books. Is anyone else surprised that this is where the list is the longest? No, I'm really not. Number 1, Notes on Infinity. I finished this yesterday and I don't want to talk about it. I literally, like, so I got, oh, we're changing. Hi, we're changing. I got sent Notes of Infinity on NetGalley, so I got the arc of it, and then the publishers also sent it to me. So I was reading. I always prefer physical if I can read physical, so I read the physical. But I was like rating it on NetGalley as well. I deadass don't want to talk about it. I put in my review verbatim, love that it's about a Greek woman like me, who is in love with a man whose name begins with a J, who's a scientist, and the story talks about addiction, and in the end, okay, this is a spoiler, this is a massive spoiler, so you have to skip at least a minute because I'm going to speak about this. He offs himself. How am I meant to deal with that? She loves watching Bones. She's literally me, and she loses she loses the love of, I can't talk about it. It felt personal. It felt too personal. I don't claim that. I don't claim that, but hey, insane. It's a beautiful book. It's beautifully written, great story, very MIACAVEN in the sense of, like, if a book is MIACAVEN, if a movie is MIACAVEN, if a song is MIACAVEN, if a show is MIACAVEN, it ends up on this list. But if something is MIACAVEN, it's like, this is OG Mia, like, this is my brain. My brain can make sense of everything in this book, and I love it. Like, if it's MIACAVEN, it means I like also love it wholeheartedly. There's nothing that you could say that could make me dislike it. So there's that. It ruined me basically. And then okay. This is a perfect example of what I was about to say. I also got sent the arc for Law and Order Confidential, SVU Confidential. It was so good. I like sobbed over this. Yeah, I did. I shed some tears. Law and Order SVU Confidential. I burst in. I was a mess. It's a non-fic, babes, and I was a mess. Law and Order is my babes, that's my girly girl, that's the love of my life. And someone needs to do the same with NCIS, because NCIS also have another tat for that. Okay, that's Bob's Burgers. That's my NCIS tattoo there, that one. If you know, you know. I would love to get a Law and Order tattoo, but I just don't think anything is quite appropriate. I don't know though. I don't know. We'll see. But this book basically was like the history behind the show, the actors, all the lore. And obviously Law and Order SVU and Law and Order in general have been around for decades plural. So there's characters who have, you know, who are no longer on it but hold a lot of lore, or like genuine actors from the series who have passed, because it's been 20 to 30 decades of the show. So I sobbed my big fat eyes out when we were talking about Munch. I can't even think about it without getting genuinely emotional. But also like there was stuff in there that just like I didn't know. For example, I think it was what was it? Oh, it was Ice-T said that the only way he will ever leave Law and Order is if Mariska leaves. And like I don't know why, but that made me cry. Like I love them so much. So if you are a Law and Order stan, I highly recommend reading that. It was amazing. Finally though, Overspill by Charlotte Paradise, who I'm lucky enough to know personally. This was whew. It's about a woman who has PTSD, and I have PTSD, so yeah, it hit home, like way too close to home. I literally messaged her and I was like, this is hard to read for me, but like in a good way, like in a way of like I need to get through this. It's incredibly sad, it's incredibly heartbreaking, it's it has some twists and turns, and like to be honest, most books I feel like don't have any twists and turns that I can't foresee, and this one did, and I was like, oh shit, no way. And it's not a romance, it's a love story. If you know the difference between the two, I'm very sorry. It's hard out here. And I just think the way that Charlotte writes is beautiful. The story in and of itself, as someone with PTSD, is beautiful. It's genuinely like relatable. It's not like someone's writing for the plot. It's like someone actually understands what having PTSD is like, which is a lot. But literally I've been recommending it to everyone. I will say, like, if the topics in it are triggering for you, then it's not the best thing to read. But I've been saying to all my friends, to just random people that literally I've just met and we're talking about books, I'm like, I just read Overspill by Charlotte Paradise, you need to read it, it's so beautiful. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I stand by it. It's just the most stunning book ever. And again, it was an arc, but I like always get the book physically when I can, after reading an ebook if I loved it, or an arc if I loved it. So I will get my hands on that at some point. But yeah, it was just incredible. I couldn't recommend it enough. So those are my top media faves of August. It was, as you can tell, the quality of the media is chef kiss. It's just amazing. So like no complaints here for it being a short, small, media month, whatever you want to say. But I do expect that there will be more on the next one, just because I'll be in LA. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next one. I love you so much. Bye.